Hey, welcome.
Hey,
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, Gail. Richie's here in the house.
Yes.
Good to see you guys.
How y'all doing tonight?
Building one for you, my will for her. Welcome.
Welcome.
Soul.
Come on in. Join us.
I am Taj. How are you? Hey, marriage for real.
Wow,
support.
inviting already.
Thank you for inviting.
Wow.
Good evening.
Welcome. Wow, you're inviting already. You are on it.
You're a superstar.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
Shout
out. Let us know where you are from. How are you? We're great. We are great. We are blessed.
Hey, Taj. Good to see y'all.
How y'all doing tonight? Sound off where y'all from. There's my girl. Hey.
Tika.
You've been waiting for us. All right. That's what we are here. We are live and in the house. Hello.
This evening.
Yes. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. We're still celebrating the New Year. We're still celebrating. It's still the first week, y'all. This is week number 1 of a new year. Hey, I'm excited.
Austin, Texas. Good to see you all.
Austin.
Hey,
all right.
Renee, I was literally thinking, I have not seen Renee in such a long... Lala, you
what?
Like, y'all have been... Thank you, Dr. Cheryl, for...
Thank you all. All right.
Real quick, let's get this out the way.
Let's get this out the way, and then we'll take some questions. Okay, welcome to Marriage for Real. I'm your brother D.
And I'm Toy.
And who are we? Well, let's start off saying who we ain't. We are not doctors. We are not clinical psychologists. We're not therapists. We're not even life coaches, you all. But what we are married for 21 years, ordained ministers. We love God. We love family. We love y'all.
Yes.
Okay? And what qualifies us to be before you tonight, well, y'all qualified us, quite honestly.
Talking about that 57.
Y'all qualified us. Yes, we are talking about the 57. But you all qualified us, and 21 years of ups and downs, and finally getting together, getting ready for our second stretch. We want to help and bless you guys avoid some of the pitfalls that we have encountered along the way.
Well,
okay?
Go ahead.
You're already jumping in.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Invite. We're going to get all this stuff out the way. If you're an Apple device, swipe to the right. Hit the little guy. Follow. Invite. If you're on Android, swipe up. Hit invite. If you're watching, hit the little guy. Join. Follow us. Join this Marriage for Real thing. We are excited. We are doing big things in 2016.
Thank you.
And we want you guys to join us. Okay? So that's all I got. You so eager. Let's get going.
No, I was responding to a question.
Just go ahead.
No, let's ask me the website.
Go ahead. Respond to it.
No, the website, you guys are still working on it, but trust me, it is coming. So yes,
it is definitely coming. Actually, it's funny because I'm gonna tell on her. She told me don't mention it before we got started. She said don't mention the website. This is how
you don't get 57 right
under
here.
The bus.
Right here.
No, under the bus.
Wow,
okay. She said don't mention it. And because she really wants it to be good, and she actually has been stickling with the website designer to make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. But since you asked, you set me free.
But this is how you don't get 57.
Yeah, 57. Don't believe it. See, she come off all sweet, y'all. Sister Toy got a hot tail. Believe it.
Hey, Miss.
Believe it.
Miss Williams from Illinois.
Don't let the cuteness fool you. But anyway.
It was over. Can you send it again?
Yes.
Oh, by so fast. Can you send it again?
What?
Oh.
What?
57. What is 57 less? Right.
Newbies. Welcome.
She's selling it. So if we have any new people here tonight, let's just please shout out and say, I'm new.
Just say I'm new so we can give you guys the welcome dance.
Yes. And I don't know if you heard our Marriage for Real. Yes. Tell him, Dr. Cheryl. Well, welcome, Miss Williams.
She tells me all the time, y'all.
Is it Crow?
Newbie dance.
Hey, Robinson. Lincoln Lawson.
Okay. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome.
Whoop, whoop.
Welcome.
Welcome, you guys.
Welcome to Marriage for Real.
Yes.
We're so glad you guys have joined us. All right. Yes, you've been gone too long.
Oh,
yes, you have.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
We are so glad you guys have joined us.
Miss Rona Walton, good to see you.
And so, you really want to give me no 57?
Not one way to quickly get the 57 dismissed.
Then
we
I don't
started yet.
You know what? On that note, I'm gone because ain't nothing for me to talk about.
Yes, it is. It's called show and tell, brothers. Show and tell. So here we are tonight. That still ain't how you get the cookie. Come on, boy, let's get it going. Come on. Okay.
All right.
So, topic tonight, we know it's kind of a hot, to show love, tap the screen. Thank you for all of our replay viewers while you're here. Thank you for watching. For the newbies, want to know what the 57 is. Y'all, 57 is
I know, right,
the
Chris?
house version, the one you can't see around the kids. 57 means sex.
It means
we
sex.
did not pull it out our own selves.
Actually, somebody else.
Actually, there was somebody on one of our first few scopes, and they mentioned it.
That's
and we
their
were
code
like,
word
that was such
when
a
the
good
kids
idea.
are around. Yeah.
We stole it.
Yeah, we stole it. We just ran with it. We said, you know what? We're taking that.
57's perfect.
Yes.
57's perfect.
So that's, you got little bitties running around, or you got big grown ones like we got running around that don't want to know that mom and dad still touch and agree. We say 57.
We say 57.
Babe, what time is it? It's 10:57. 10:57.
I don't even know how that makes. I don't even know how they made it up.
Touch and agree.
It's so funny. I think a few days last week, he's at work, right? He's in the car with his partner, and he says, "So, what you say to me? How did you say it?"
I forgot what I said.
Something like he says. I'm gonna take my yes, absolutely. I just choked on my drink laughing. Mom and dad still touch and agree.
Yes.
He called me. He's like, "Babe, is it gonna be some 9?" He said, "Is it not gonna be 9:57?" I'm like, wait a minute, I'm in the middle of working. So we don't agree, right? And I was like, oh, okay, babe, all right. So yes, 57 is a code word for
getting it
sex.
in.
Getting sex. Okay?
Getting it in, y'all. Grown folks, this is grown folks scope, y'all.
Yes, it is. It is. And so often we keep things, very deep around here. And guess what, you guys?
I don't keep things deep, do I?
She said, wait, okay. Yes. What? Just listen. But sex is such an important part.
Grown folk
fellowship. Yes.
Grown folk fellowship.
I love that.
Smith, 5306. It's grown folk fellowship around him. That's right.
Yes. Sex is such a very important part of your marriage. Like,
oh, yeah.
I know our active worship absolutely is. I love. That's my favorite thing saying. It's active worship.
Right.
I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, I'm kind of thinking about this. I said, so girl, just go and have some active worship.
Touch and agree.
Have that conversation. Anywho,
two or more.
Agree.
Or at least two. Two.
Only two.
Gathered together.
He said, thanks for the new word. I got turned it up so my wife can hear low key. He said he turned it up so his wife can hear. Hey, Nige, good to see you this evening. Okay,
welcome.
We're gonna get started. Sex is such an important part
If you're following, don't lurk, don't troll. Join the conversation. We love our Marriage for Real family here on Periscope.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, and on another note, y'all, we did it. We got our first 1,000 to flight here on Marriage for Real.
Yes!
We have 1,000 Periscope followers. Now, yeah, I know we see all these other people. They got 47,000 and 30,000. But you guys got to understand. We got 1,000 Periscope followers from Periscope alone. No migration from Twitter. No migration from Facebook. We're talking about Virgin Territory Periscope followers. And we thank you guys. 1,000.
Yes.
Okay, she had to take a screenshot.
She
screenshotted 999. Then a few minutes later, 1,000 came through. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Miss Nige.
Thank you all so much. She is pretty. I know how to pick them. Yes, I got taste.
So I was so excited about that because some people may look at that as 1,000, but what we do with Marriage for Real is for couples. So I'm like, we got 2,000, right?
Yeah.
That's God math, right? Because it's couples.
We're talking households represented.
Yes.
Okay. If you're talking kids, we can quadruple that.
God math.
And that's our first. Our thing is putting 10,000 to flight.
But we haven't even got started yet.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
We're getting started here, and the word tells us, despise not the days of small beginnings, and that's huge for us.
It is.
That is huge for us. Like I said, I consider this our first 1,000 of our 10,000 to flight. Seriously. Okay, and you guys made that happen with your invitations, with you all telling people about us. Share it with the people at work. You know what I mean? That you think may need something. Let me tell you all something before we get into the conversation. You all never know what somebody's going through.
That's the truth.
That's around you, seriously, until you open up the avenues of a conversation. Okay? I have had this week alone, maybe 3. Now, mind you, I'm working with new people now, and I always talk about marriage for real. They ask, well, what do you do when you're not here? Well, this is what I do when I'm not here, okay, aside from drawing. And I've had so many people just unload and open, okay, about their heartache and their marital problems, simply because I was willing to make myself available, okay, and just tell our story. Mm-hmm. You know, not keeping any secrets. Well, my wife and I, we went through XYZ, and, you know, we got on Periscope one day, and we just told our business, and it became this thing, and it's still becoming this thing. If you think you know something, you don't know what people are going through. Mm-hmm. You don't know. People put up front all the time. All right, they only show you what they want you to see. Believe it, okay? But when you open up the door, say, you know what?
We had infidelity in our marriage.
Yeah, we had all that stuff, you know, going on. You know, he cheated on me, she cheated on me, whatever the case may be. And you know what? There's this thing called Periscope, and there's this people, you know, Marriage for Real. Watch them sometimes. Tell people about it, okay? This is not just for us.
Facebook,
we're trying to bless people here.
Yes.
The emails that we've gotten,
yes,
okay? Apparently something is registering, something's sticking, and we thank God for that. So that's all I wanted to say. 1,000. Our first 1,000 of our 10,000 to flight. All right. Thank you guys so much. Oh, wow.
Oh, God bless you, Renee. We just really hope that things are on the upward mobile.
Yes.
And so back to the topic. And I'm glad my husband. No, it's a good thing. And he said I encountered it in these 5 years. Well, we are so very excited and count it an honor just to be a voice in the midst of everything that's going on. Marriage plays such a huge part in society that I don't think we take it.
Wait, you don't know how huge. I was watching ESPN tonight. Any brothers watch it? I was watching ESPN tonight before the Cleveland game that's on right now, Cleveland and Minnesota. And there was a professional football player. I forget the dude's name. I think he plays for Seattle. Anyway, he was talking about how he wanted if he wasn't a football player, even though he's single, he wanted to become a marital counselor. And she asked him, that's odd for a football player. And he says, because I believe in marriage and all that it represents. Now, this wasn't even faith stuff. This was tonight. Tonight on ESPN. I don't know if you guys got playback or whatever, but he mentioned, she was interviewing him. He said, I would love to be a marital counselor because marriages are in trouble today. Yep. He says, and I still believe in what marriage and what it represents and what it does for our community.
Yeah, it does.
I was like, wow, he wasn't talking scripture. He wasn't talking God talk. This is a professional NFL football player who says, I still believe in marriage, and it's in trouble today.
My husband asked with sex like he hates it or something.
Okay, well, there we go.
Okay, and so
we're in it.
And so we're right into this thing about how important sex is in a marriage. My husband makes promises and then breaks them. Oh, Lord, we got a whole bunch going on here right now. Okay, so let's just take the topic from off the top, and then we're going to kind of answer questions as we go through.
And if we don't get your question, email it to us.
Yes.
Email it to us. We have our M4RL support here.
Tika, show your hand.
Tika, show yourself. Make yourself present. Let them know that you're out there. We have our M4RL. That's our support team, okay?
Let's just talk about the 57.
That's our support team.
Let's just talk about the 57.
We're going to talk about the 57.
We are.
Give them the email. Give them the Facebook information, okay? Give them the YouTube information, whatever the case may be. But we want you guys, we're going to talk about the 57. But we don't want to ignore your questions.
There it goes.
Okay? We don't want to ignore your questions. Email us.
Yep.
Okay? But we got to handle this topic at hand.
Yep.
Let's talk about the 57.
57 isn't important, babe.
Sure, is important. And that's not just because I'm a man. I know you all think that's all we think about. What was that stat? Men think about sex like some absurd 100-something times every hour. That's absurd. That's absurd.
Okay.
That's crazy. But I do think that it's extremely important.
Yeah.
In a relationship. I couldn't imagine being married to somebody that I was not physically attracted to. That wouldn't work for me. I'm just being honest with you.
You said every 10 seconds what they say. I can imagine.
Yeah, something crazy.
Thank you, Dr. Cheryl.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's something crazy like that. I couldn't imagine if I couldn't imagine being married to somebody that I could not take sexual comfort in. I just couldn't imagine it.
How is it? Look. Oh, how is it? Like I think a lot of people may wonder if
How to make it anything else? Because that's not true. I'm telling you, that's not true. Okay.
I don't think they say they think about. I think that the thing is they think about sex that often, but they like everything for men is a sexual reference. Like,
I don't think that's true. That's not. And I'm telling you from locker room talk. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you from being an athlete back in my day. From hanging out at the clubs. Not the club, yeah. When I was out
at the chicken house, of course you're gonna be thinking about it.
Yeah, a lot. That was the mission. Okay, but when I'm at work, no. I mean, and I'm in a high profile job. You know what I mean? I see women all day. I get hit on a lot, but I don't think about sex like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they at the chicken house. So.
Yeah. I don't think about sex like that. It's something that I do think about it frequently. But let's just get it real. I think about it frequently. This is marriage for real, okay? If I can't tell it myself, I can't tell y'all.
Yes.
You understand? I got to tell it myself first. Do I think about it frequently? Yeah, but not every 10 seconds. Okay, brothers got to get some work done. You understand? Like I was just down here drawing in my studio before you. Wasn't a sexual thought in my head until I went upstairs and my wife was feeling kind of frisky, and I'm like, "No, we got a broadcast tonight."
I gave you a kiss.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
What did you say?
Tell me.
No, you tell them.
No, I don't know what I said, so you tell me. Please, tell me.
You said, "Come give me a kiss like you mean it," and what'd you say?
I don't know.
See, I ain't gonna put it on blast like that. And I said, "No, we have to broadcast tonight."
Right. Just tell all the business. Say it again.
I'm not gonna say it. No, but when she did that, then my mind went there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I was in creative mode. Do I think about it frequently? Yeah. But the funny thing is, I think about it. I think about it every time I hear her voice.
Aww.
And that's the truth. When I hear your voice, like when I talk to you on the phone, I'm about to get hot.
Aww.
You still do it for me.
Aww.
Yeah, you still
Let's
do it
go.
for me.
We be back, y'all.
We'll be back. No.
No, and it's a beautiful thing for you to be able to say that because we have been married for 20 years. Going on 21 years in March. And been together for 23 years. We'll be 23 years in February. And so that's a beautiful thing. If it's just still my voice that does that for you, that's so awesome.
Yeah. And she does. And you do things. Well, she knows this. Like, see how cute her hair is. I love it when she gets her hair done.
He does.
You know why I love it when she gets her hair done? Because it's almost like role playing. She looks a little bit different.
So how do you keep it fresh?
But she's still my wife, so she knows what I like. She knows how to push my buttons, but it's almost like cheating, but not. You know what I mean? But not. Cheating with somebody who knows all my secrets. Okay? So I'm like, babe, when you get your hair done, what's the new hairstyle gonna be like? Surprise me. So.
Real quick. Renee, congratulations on being pregnant.
What?
Yes, wonderful. We didn't know that.
Buzzing up. Y'all doing some 57.
Yeah. You said, yeah.
Y'all doing 57 around there.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And secondly, I saw that Naj said that she found a Victoria's Secret charge on her bill today, and the bag wasn't for her.
What?
Yes. And so with that, Naj, I know that's another conversation off of Periscope, but do know that we are praying for you. And we told you to email us.
And feel free to hit us up.
Yeah, we told you to.
Yeah, feel free to hit. Look, okay.
Email us.
Brothers, now, wasn't one of the questions, how do we keep it fresh?
Yeah.
Okay. This is something that now that I got the new gig, I'm going to practice. Because brother's been working in downtown Chicago, and there's a lot of nice shops around there. And I already got some things in mind that I want to buy for her that I want her to wear for me.
That's okay. I'm okay with it. And so here's the thing. And so what we really wanted to have this conversation is because I know sometimes, we are ordained ministers, and sometimes people try to keep things so holy.
Yeah.
But the word does tell us that yes, a new Tammy, right, Miss Tika?
A new Tammy. Who you telling?
So much.
Just a business suit. Yes, to handle that business. Yes.
Well, maybe that's attractive. Maybe he loves that. Yeah, the marriage bed is
It's
holy.
holy. The marriage bed is undefiled. The word tells us. Do you understand? If I can't explore, we're one. If I can't explore myself, come on, man, really?
Yeah.
If we're one, I just look at it as self-exploration. She just got better curves than me. Seriously. Okay. So, I mean, I don't think you should feel weird about spicing up the bedroom.
No, I don't at all.
You know what I mean?
I don't at all.
I don't think you should feel weird about that. That should be an escape. You know what I mean? You got fantasies? Explore them with your spouse.
Should a wife be the nastiest, freakiest person he ever met?
Yes. Yes. That question just popped up. I don't know when you typed it, but I'm answering it real quick. Absolutely. Okay? One of the things, listen, when I do kind of jump into the male talk, okay, I tell people, brother, what did Mary Jane say? Face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot. She a whiz in the kitchen, she a lady in the streets, and Sister Toy is a freak in the bedroom.
Oh, no! Don't be talking about me!
Freak.
What?
I'm telling you.
Y'all.
I'm telling you.
This is one big reason why I was very hesitant.
Y'all don't let all that sweet girl knows how to turn it up.
Wait a minute.
Turned
Wait a minute.
up.
Right, y'all.
Turned up. Okay? Ain't
right,
no
love, so right.
Ain't no Fred Hammond in the bedroom.
Okay, so listen.
Luther.
I am.
Freddie Jackson.
Yes, I am. I could. Okay,
You
so
understand
wait.
what I'm
So
saying?
wait a minute. This is
Isley Brothers. Not brothers, the Isley Brothers. We ain't doing Bishop Paul Morton in the bedroom. No. Not happening.
y'all.
I'm telling you. Okay, all right.
Okay, so my husband, you all. Let me tell you how. What if you're too tired for 57?
Then say I'm tired.
She said, yes, honey. Oh, no TD Jakes, but no TD Jakes.
No. You can turn him on afterwards if you feel guilty for what we just did.
What'd you say?
I said you can turn him on afterwards if you feel guilty for what we just did. Oh my God, I need some. Oh my Lord, what did we just do? You TD Jakes. After.
Y'all,
if you feel some conviction about the freaky stuff you just did.
Wait a minute. I got a headache. Y'all, I'll tell y'all, when my blood pressure goes up, I get headaches, right? Some people say gospel music cannot. Okay, so.
I'm not trying to think about.
Okay, so
salvation
wait. Can you
at that
just quit talking?
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. There's a time and a place. The word tells us for everything there is a season. That ain't the season for gospel music. Okay, with the candles going and the incense and the air freshener and the lace. I'm not trying to think about church. Okay? No. Disagree. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I see that, Nash. Okay, so first of all, my husband knows I'm very private in that respect, right? And so even when we were talking about this discussion, I was like, I'm kind of terrified because I know my husband. Oh my God, my husband's turning on in his sleep. Y'all waking up the beast. He said, Jakes is not Jesus. If you're trying to stay pure, you need to put on some TDs. That'll do the trick. That is true.
Right. If you're trying to
what
stay
if two
pure,
people are on two different levels? I'm sorry, y'all. I've seen so many questions. Yeah, I know we grown, so I know it's okay. It's just me and that's personal. Y'all, I don't kiss my husband in front of my brother.
She will not kiss me in front of family. That's nuts.
Okay, can we just go back to the topic of hand and why it's so important in a marriage?
I walk by, I squeeze that booty, everything. And she always trying to play it like it ain't happened. She just blush. Ain't nobody see nothing but all she felt was the squeeze. And she just turned red in front of everybody. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Back to the infidelity question.
Two different freak levels. Okay, so one has a motor, the other one not quite there yet. Mm-hmm. I'd say baby steps. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a happy median between the two. Do you understand? If there's something that you're uncomfortable with in the bedroom,
yeah,
you and your spouse need to have some conversations. Seriously. And that's okay because that is your spouse. They should know. She knows what I like and what I don't like. I know what she likes and what she don't like. I know where she don't like to be touched. I know where she likes to be touched. I'll know where she likes to be kissed. I know where she don't like to be kissed.
Pineapples, yes.
You understand? And I would not know those things if there was not some communication in the process of. Okay? It's okay to interrupt. Hold up. Wrong spot. Try that here.
So, and what's saying that is that you, like, we've been together for 23 years, married for 20, but you have to get to the point you have to be able to have conversation.
You got to.
You have, truthfully, part of the turn up is the conversation.
It really is.
Right? So, we don't, because he hates talking about sex. Right, I think Ms. Black, I think we had a conversation before, and I think that we had talked about medical issues or something like that, and if that wasn't the issue, counseling, I believe, yes, we talked about that.
If your spouse, go ahead.
Right, I know.
I'll get to that later.
So part of the turn up is having that conversation, right? Having that conversation like, babe, you know, this is what I like. I love it when you do this. It just makes me, it turns me on like nobody's business. Or you know what, that's a little uncomfortable for me. That may be something like she or he may be a little bit more into some things than you are.
And that's okay.
And that's okay, but that's still about a conversation that you need to have. It should be something that is fun. Like, you know, when you first get married, for those of you who didn't have sex till you got married, or for us who had sex prior to getting married, it was fun. Like, every chance we got, we was trying to get it done, right? Because it was so much fun taking pleasure.
Jack Rapids on speed.
Taking pleasure in your spouse, in your spouse, right? You know, it's a beautiful thing that God has made to be able to experience that level of pleasure as much as you want to, when you want to.
Nikki, Jack Rabbit's on speed.
So why does it stop in marriage? It stops because something is going on in the marriage, and that's a conversation that needs to happen in your marriage, right?
57 after infidelity. We'll get there.
Oh.
We'll get there.
Oh, okay. So you're looking at what that looks like, because that's happened in our marriage, right?
You're looking at it.
You're looking at. I think that's one of the biggest things. It's one of the biggest hurdles when infidelity has been in your marriage to get over.
Yep.
Because there's so many pictures and thoughts going through your head at that very moment. Y'all know, if you experienced, you know, there's 1,000 things that go through your head at that time. But sitting on the other side of it and coming out of it, it's not even an issue.
Yeah.
It's not an issue.
No.
I don't know.
Please.
I mean, for me,
please.
I'm seriously close to. I surely hope that you're not close to infidelity. I hope you're not.
I hope you're not, because trust me, that's a line you really don't want to cross.
Yeah.
The damage that it will cause will far outlast the moment of release or quote unquote relief that you feel.
Right.
Do you understand? Or escape.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes infidelity is a form of escapism.
Yeah.
Okay? It's escapism from whatever you've told yourself, and I'll tell you why I say this. Whatever you've told yourself is your reason for doing so. Mm-hmm. Okay? Our minds, we can justify, the human mind is a cesspool, people. Okay? We're still talking about 57. Now, we're addressing the sister who said they're close to being unfaithful. Okay? The human mind is a cesspool. We can justify whatever we want to do in the universe that is our brain. Mm-hmm. Okay? The universe in our brain is so incredibly powerful yet warped. You know, the word tells us that the heart is evil and above all deceptively wicked. Who can know it? We're not talking about your heart that beats in your chest. That's talking about your mind. Mm-hmm. Okay? The human mind is evil and above all things wicked. Who can know it? Mm-hmm. If you wanted to go out there and commit an atrocious crime, you could make it right in your head. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm cleansing the earth of infidels, or I'm doing this in the name of my God, or I'm putting people out of their misery.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Or I'm going to take this because they've been robbing for people for years. Okay? Or I'm going to go cheat because they don't make me feel like I deserve to feel.
Mm-hmm.
Before you cross that line, number one, pray.
Yeah.
Number one, pray. And if you feel that you're on that verge,
You got to get some counseling.
I'll go a step further. Talk to your spouse.
Yeah.
Talk to your spouse. Now that's a deep one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tough one. You know, I know. How far do you want to go in this?
Not too far in that.
Okay,
okay.
We're not going to go too far. We're going to save that for a private scope or for our webinar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not going to cross into that. Okay, we're going to save that. Put a pin in that one, folks. Okay, but if you're at that threshold, warn your spouse.
Yeah.
They deserve to be warned. Listen,
Yeah.
listen, babe.
And not in a threatening tone.
In a humble.
You have to say, "This is where I am." It's a
we are in a dangerous place.
Yeah.
Babe, we are in a dangerous place. I've reached the point that I never thought that I would come to.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to help me
Mm-hmm.
before I cross into the
expose
realm
enemy, his
of
and
no
her money.
return.
Yeah.
I need you to help me.
Yeah.
I don't know a spouse that would not turn off the TV,
Mm-hmm.
not stop what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
lean forward, and give you their undivided attention.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That is devastating. That's a train wreck that you may not survive.
Yeah. Or they may not survive. Yeah.
Okay. And then from that point, seek counseling.
Yes.
Okay? But warn your spouse.
Yeah.
Warn them. Okay? They deserve it.
Yeah.
All right? They deserve it. Just don't go out. Because it lets them know how real it's gotten. It just got real up in here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Okay? Because they may be oblivious to what's going on inside your head. They may be caught up in work. They may be caught up in the rat race. Do you understand? They may be caught up in whatever distraction it is that is pulling you all apart, mm-hmm. and not fully realize it. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? We know from experience. Once again, put a pin in that. We'll talk about that later. Mm-hmm. You understand? So they deserve to be warned.
Yeah.
Okay? They deserve to be warned. And don't pussyfoot around it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, medicine does alter sex. Medicine alters sex. We've talked about that once before. There's a lot of things that can happen. Believe it or not, especially with men, sex is very mental with us. It's very mental, it's very visual. Okay? Mm-hmm. Some men can find a retreat in sex with their wives. Mm-hmm. Some men get so caught up that they become unable to perform during sex because of the stresses of the world. Mm-hmm. Okay? Believe it or not, I think my wife would agree, I'm the latter. Okay? When I feel stressed out, in my head, I go to a place mm-hmm. inside my head, mm-hmm. and I cannot receive affection. Mm-hmm. You understand? Now, through years of knowing each other, she's learned how to
pull me out of that.
You follow me? Okay? Hopefully you know your spouse well enough to know what is what. Mm-hmm. Now, if you see some warning signs, don't be stupid.
Yeah. Don't
be stupid. We had that one viewer who said that they hadn't been intimate with their spouse. Their husband had been over a month or something like that.
I think it was longer than that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
That was nuts. I'm like, is he sick? Are you sick? It was like, no. I'm like, okay, there's some problems.
Yeah, it's some definitely conversations that need to be had.
There's some problems. You know, my wife just is so on it, seriously, because we
well, he's addicted to porn.
Oh, my, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
That is a huge one.
Yeah.
That is a demonic stronghold.
It is.
Okay? That is a psychological death trap.
Yes.
Okay? Because that's a gaping hole that could never be filled. Mm-hmm. That's a void. Once you start down that path, there is no stop. Okay? Yeah. There is no going cold turkey. Yeah. There is no just porn. Porn because it caters to our basest desires. It caters to our flesh incarnate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Food in a way that food doesn't.
Porn, Main Street porn.
Yeah, we might freeze. We might freeze that.